3, 2, 1. Hello, Zanycast. Well, that was not very synchronized, but it worked, so.
It's our first time.
Yeah, we'll get better. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our new podcast where we talk about the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain and all things of the like.
Stuff.
I'm your host. You can call me Eowyn or you can call me Whimsy, whatever you like. And this is my co-host.
I'm Romy, but you can also call me Cuckoo because I've been listening to Mowgli's Road, and now that's the name of my Warner Sona.
Yep, so here we got our little avatars. If you're watching this on something with visuals. These are our characters, Whimsy and... I forget your character's name already. Oops. Cuckoo?
Cuckoo.
Well, yeah. Other than that, you can find us on Zany Twit as Romy and Eowyn. Our links are in the description. So here we have our new podcast. Please bear in mind this is our first episode. We barely know what we're doing. This is all in good fun. We're just going to be discussing a show we like and all things related to it.
Please don't be mean.
Don't be mean.
Trying our best.
That's not very zany of you.
We're also children.
We are teenagers. So, our mics aren't very good, and we do have background noise. But, just bear with us. We're just here for a fun time, not a high-tech time.
Yep. Exactly. As long as y'all can hear us, it's fine.
Yep, it's just a podcast. We're just talking. So our first topic, we've decided, should be something we are very good at, and that is psychoanalyzing characters. So,
yes. We're gonna get a brain.
We spend most of our time thinking about all of these characters and analyzing them way more than they were intended to be analyzed. Our favorites clearly are Pinky and the Brain. You thought it was going to be the Warners, but it's not.
Actually, I do like the Warners a lot.
I very much like the Warners. But we are starting with Pinky and the Brain, just switching things up a bit, talking about the game Ice.
Nice.
Game Ice Attack, because they are taking over the podcast before they take over the world. Now.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
If they take over the podcast, they take over the world.
Next step, clearly. All right,
yeah.
So let's get into it then, shall we?
Okay, so should we just start off by how Brain acts or his actions?
I mean, acts and actions are kind of the same thing, aren't they?
No, because acts are like how he is emotionally and how he thinks, and actions are what he does.
Okay, let's go with motion or action first.
So
I'd say let's start with Brain, and let's go with. I'm sorry we didn't structure this very well beforehand, but we've been playing this for weeks. We're just not very good at it. We'll get better. Don't worry about it. Let's start with Brain and his emotions, because I feel like that's like a very big part of his character. We're talking about the OG for now. We will implement little bits of the reboot, of course.
Because the reboot... let's talk about our opinions later.
Yeah, our opinions are for later. Right now, this is psychoanalyzing the canon. And, somewhat of our opinion. We're totally going to throw in some stuff about his neurodivergency there, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Am I talking too fast?
No, you're not.
All right.
Fine.
Well, I guess I'm a little bit... I'm excited. I'm zany. We're getting into it. So, Brain and his actions and emotions are honestly tied together. So, I mean, what's the point of separating them? Let's be real.
Yeah, fair. Because, I'm not really sure how to start this. So, I guess we could start by, talking about how he treats Pinky, too.
Oh, yeah. So, I I guess it's a thing where, I mean, his actions, his emotions, basically control his actions based on how he reacts to Pinky. I think he gets out a lot of his inner turmoil by bonking him on the head.
Yeah, because a lot of like his trauma is based off of getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like if he like actually was like being emotionally vulnerable around someone, he will be controlled easier, and he doesn't want to be controlled.
Yeah,
Because
he
all
doesn't
of
want to
his
be
life
controlled.
he
He
was
doesn't want to be.
controlled.
He doesn't want the little guy to be stepped on anymore. And you know, if he gives in emotionally, then he gives up some control. And clearly, what he wants is total control. Um, and
That's
so,
why he's so cold.
if he gets a little bit emotionally vulnerable, he gets a little bit scared of that.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
want
he
to be
gets that
emotionally
out by
vulnerable.
bonking him with a pencil or a carrot stick. And Pinky is the one he
Which
can be
is
the most emotionally vulnerable with, and he's the one he's closest to. And I feel like he would stop if Pinky actually really hated it.
yeah, but Pinky really doesn't hate it
He
that much.
likes
If
it
we're gonna be
actually.
honest. Yeah,
No, I like it when you do
he's
that.
because in a Snowball's episode when Snowball like first appeared, and he's like, "Do you hate it when Brain bonks you in the head?"
And he's like, no, I actually like
he's like,
that bit.
"Actually, I quite enjoy it."
Yeah.
You
He doesn't like the name calling very much, but that's not like physical hurt.
He doesn't like being made fun of.
Yeah. But he's totally
He
fine
is,
with the bonking. He enjoys the bonking. So don't worry about him. He wouldn't like very badly hurt him.
yeah.
Like when he got trapped in the Pinky Swabble episode, when he got trapped in the the personality changer. Don't remember what that was called.
Yeah,
He starts freaking out, and he's like, "Pinky, are you okay?" Because it hurt Brain when he first went in there, and so he started freaking out because Pinky was actually getting hurt. And he tried to get him out.
Then Pinky Swabble came out,
And we all love him, so
yeah,
it's
because
fine.
Brain, he was like, "Wow, my invention worked," and then Pinky Swabble was like acting differently from normal Pinky, and he was like, "Wow, he's kind of hot."
Pinky Swabble is basically the kid in your class that makes money off of TikTok. Let's be real.
Oh yeah. Pinky Swabble is the person that makes money off of TikTok.
I'm calling out a certain person in my class who shows up to class high every time and did a TikTok live stream during our drama midterm.
Wow.
You're not watching this, but I think about that all the time.
There's like a bunch of kids in my class doing TikTok dances.
Well,
all the time.
Pinky made TikTok. Let's be. That's
like Brain made the internet. Pinky made TikTok.
Yeah. It's like the God drew the world. Pinky made it brighter, but Brain.
Oh yeah, can we add that there's gonna be major spoilers?
Oh yeah, definitely major spoilers. I mean, we already got the Pinky Swallow thing out there. If we're gonna be psychoanalyzing stuff, we're gonna be mentioning things. Lots of spoilers. It's just a zany show. There's not much you need to worry about plot-wise, except for instance, Snowball, or if we ever bring up Wacko's Wish, which we will. We will 100% bring up Wacko's Wish because I refuse to stop talking about that. But yeah, spoilers. Don't get mad at us. You chose to watch the podcast.
Brain's emotionally distant because of the trauma he's been through.
Absolutely.
And there's only two people that I can imagine him like being emotionally vulnerable around, and that's Pinky and used to be. Keep that in mind. Used to be Snowball.
Absolutely, used to be Snowball. I feel like there's some sort of attachment still there.
Yeah, definitely. Because in one episode, when Snowball was about to plummet into a
he could totally die there. He's about to fall and die.
Yeah, and Brain's like, "Please take my hand.
I'll save you."
And then
so yeah, he totally would not hurt another mouse. or hamster.
Or like any animal in general.
Any little guy. He wouldn't hurt a little guy. He might kill a human, but probably not.
I don't think he'd kill a human.
He wouldn't kill anybody on purpose.
If anything, he'd kill a Trump supporter.
Political warning. Don't get mad at us.
Yeah.
You watch Pinky and the Brain.
By the way, we don't like Trump.
Let's not get too political in this, but Animaniacs itself in the reboot is very political.
Yeah, very political, like a lot of political jokes.
The original is not as political, so if you're here for the original only, keep in mind the reboot does get a lot political, and we do agree with most of the stuff. Though I do wish it wasn't as politically oriented, but we can get to that another time. So he probably wouldn't hurt anybody. He would shock them maybe by accident during an experiment, but he wouldn't do anything terrible unless we're talking about the reboot, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the reboot right now, but Brain is the type of character who seems like he's evil, but he doesn't have evil intentions.
Mm-hmm. He's like the mad scientist, I'm going to do anything to get my goal, but he really wouldn't do anything. Like he says at that one point, which sort of makes me cry a little bit every time. It's like how he's like, no matter what, if I got the world, it wouldn't be worth it if I didn't have you by my side still, Pinky.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the exact quote, but it's something like that, and that makes me a little bit,
So, deep down, Brain really does care about Pinky. He cares about a lot of people.
He cares about a lot of people. He cares about Pinky. He cares about Billy a little bit. Not anymore, but like he was in love with her for a bit. But like not really. I think he was more in love with what he projected onto her.
Yeah. Because compulsory heterosexuality.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely gay.
Definitely.
Absolutely gay.
I could probably like ask some gay people on Twitter about their compulsive heterosexuality and link it to like how Brain acts.
Yeah. A lot of people can project onto the characters very easily, and I think that's a big one. Brain probably has internalized homophobia.
Definitely. I feel like Brain has internalized homophobia too.
He wouldn't be homophobic towards other people. Yeah. He'd be like, you do you, I guess. I really don't care. You're a human. Go away. But for himself, he really doesn't like it, I think.
Because he doesn't like affection from the same sex.
Mm-hmm, it bothers him. Stop being cute, Pinky.
Yeah.
He says that at one point.
Even though in one episode, Pinky and Brain literally had a bath in the same.
I mean, they share a bed.
Yeah, they share a bed too.
They share a bed and they have a biological child. Spoiler alert. Romy, who you named yourself after.
One of my main kins, if you can't tell.
I kin Yakko, if you can't tell, with the belt.
Kin Wacko, but we're not talking about kinning.
We're talking about Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, so if you're not LGBTQ, you might not understand. Well, he tried to date women before. No. You can be actively in a relationship with someone. You can marry a woman if you're a gay man. You're just hiding it from yourself and from others. And like it's difficult to know really what he is, but I have a very strong hunch that he's just gay. He's not. I don't think he's bi. As a bi person, I don't think he's bi.
As a bi person, well, I don't think he's bi either.
I think he's very selective with it. I think the only people. Huh?
Also, headcanon Brain as demi-romantic.
Yeah, I see the only people I see him as only ever really being genuinely attracted to Snowball at one point and Pinky to this day.
Yeah. Because
he was attracted to Billy a little bit, but that was just because he projected Pinky onto her.
Oh yeah.
Because she A, looks a lot like him, and B, acts a lot like him.
Fucking gay.
Don't be mean.
Not being mean.
PG-13, by the way.
PG.
So yeah, he projects a lot onto Billy.
I project a lot. I project a lot onto Brain when I say he's demi-romantic because I'm part of the aromantic spectrum.
Yeah.
I could say for sure that he probably is demi-romantic because what a demi-romantic person is someone who shows romantic attraction to people that they're really, 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 really close to. And even if they're so close to this person, they probably won't feel much romantic attraction until later on.
Yeah.
Which I think is why Brain is literally taking 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and they're not even... They've been around forever.
Yeah.
If you take every single episode as canon, they've been around since the dawn of time.
Oh yeah.
Which clearly you're not supposed to take every single episode as canon. It's a cartoon, but if you take into consideration that they have a time machine, it's fine.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Time machine.
I think that. Do you think that they're already in a relationship?
I think that they're already in a relationship, but
I think they're in a sort of like just don't talk about it relationship, you know?
Yeah, like one of those.
I think Pinky definitely thinks they're in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Brain might still be like, no, we're not, even though he's like kissing his homie before bed every night, but like.
Kiss the homies goodnight.
You gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Not gay, you say no homo.
Yeah. And they share the same bed. They have a child together.
Brain is still like.
In one of the reboot episodes, in probably the most in character thing, he nearly kisses Pinky to comfort him, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Like, I want to add like the whole hiding emotions because of the trauma and the theorized internalized homophobia that Brain has really does affect his character because this also impacts how he treats Pinky and the people around him.
Yeah.
And
the trauma is also sorry, don't mean to talk over you, but the trauma is really what leads him to his entire goal of megalomania. Yeah. So his trauma is basically a huge part of his character. And so while most of this is just speculation, theory, it can easily be seen as just something you can assume. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
Said, okay, so Brain is he's obviously mentally ill.
Absolutely. And we mean that in a good way. We don't mean this in a bad way.
I'm mentally ill.
Yeah.
But also because Brain has been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like he really needs like to like work on how he treats like his himself and how he treats others mostly.
Yeah, because his trauma doesn't really excuse the way he acts, but you know, it's slapstick. Yeah, he's not actually hurting Pinky.
Definitely.
Pinky enjoys it. I think the thing he needs to watch the most is the being mean to him, like, verbally. Because, like, even if Pinky is, like, well, thank you, Vine, because he doesn't understand what he's saying when he uses, like, a big, mean word.
Yeah, like, why isn't my sprite working?
I don't think your sprite's working because you're not talking loud enough.
Oh.
Or for that long. You have to talk for a little bit longer than just... Oh, that worked, so never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's working now.
Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. But, yeah, Brain really, he should work on that.
Yeah.
Even if Pinky doesn't really understand a lot of the big insults he uses on him, it's still not very nice. But maybe it's an affectionate thing. Maybe he's just like, shut up, idiot. Like,
Yeah, it might be, because according to the voice actor's brain, shows his love by being like that.
tsundere brain.
Brain is a tsundere though. He really needs to talk to Doctor Scratch and Sniff though.
Yeah, he needs therapy.
He really needs a lot of therapy, because like, holy fuck, dude.
Ship Pinky. Marry Pinky. Kill
Kill
Pinky.
Pinky.
I highly recommend you watch the Ship It episode with Maurice LaMarche if you had. Oh my god, I said Maurice. I'm so sorry. Maurice.
So sorry, Maurice.
Oh no.
What is some other stuff about Brain? Oh yeah, Brain's relationship with Snowball could actually, like, if Snowball got a fucking redemption.
Yeah.
God.
I highly doubt he will come back because hot take.
Julia.
They seem to have forgotten about him.
Yeah. I think they forgot about Snowball.
I mean,
Romy.
we just can't not bring up the reboot. Like, we're gonna go more in depth into it later, but we will bring it up every once in a while, just during this, because I mean, there's a lot to talk about. So let's save going in depth with it later, but we do have to mention they totally forgot about Snowball in the reboot. It's like they didn't even watch the spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no shade. Any constructive criticism we give here is purely that. It's purely constructive. Genuinely no hate to the writers. The reboot is amazing.
The reboot is really good. I just wish that
we're just some teenagers that like to nitpick. And we really, really like the original. So, I think we can point out some inaccuracies in the show Bible. So.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of inaccuracies.
I have a lot of things I can point out. We may be small, but we are.
We have no chill.
Obsessed with the Animaniacs, so we're kind of qualified.
We're qualified to be criticism of channel.
You should hire us, Warner Brothers. I'm just saying. Yeah. We may go on tangents in a podcast, but a podcast is literally just people talking. I can write a banging episode for you guys.
Let me write an episode with Romy in it.
Please let us write an episode with Romy.
Because I can 100% write him. I know his character well.
Even though he's there for one episode in one comic.
Yep. I know him well, though.
Let's talk about Pinky.
We look at him.
Let's talk about Pinky, because he gets pushed to the side a lot, I feel.
Yeah.
People was a brain, but like Pinky is actually a very complex character once you actually think about it.
Yes. For starters, he actually this is like a fan theory, but I agree with it a lot. It's that Pinky's actually more smart than we think he is.
Oh yeah, he's got a little genius of his own. I think one of the voice actors actually said that in one of their panels.
Yeah.
That might have been Rob. He's got this own genius going on in his head. He's a little insane, but he's also very smart in his own way. It's very clear that he is neurodivergent.
Definitely neurodivergent.
It's not even a headcanon at this point. He's totally neurodivergent. It's made very clear in Pinky's point of view, or a Pinky POV is the title of the episode. It's 100% clear there.
I didn't watch that yet, but...
Oh, you have to. We can make an episode entirely on it later, even though it's a very short episode itself. There's a lot to unpack. I won't spoil it for you then.
But Pinky's definitely neurodivergent.
But he's definitely neurodivergent. There's no denying
definitely it. The traits of a neurodivergent person.
Absolutely. But that doesn't mean he's not smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
He's very smart in his own strange Pinky kind of way.
there's also different kinds of intelligence. There's
Yeah.
emotional intelligence, which Pinky definitely has.
Yeah, I'd
He
say
understands.
he's more emotionally intelligent than Brain is.
Yeah, because Brain's intelligent, but
He's
he
not
really has trouble
he
like
blocks off his
understanding.
emotions, and that's not very smart of him. So,
Yeah, not very smart, sir.
um,
Also, he like Pinky doesn't really understand social cues.
yeah. Okay, I think he's emotionally intelligent and he's smart about geography.
Yes.
That's it, I think. Um,
But, he also like whenever Brain makes a plan, sometimes Pinky's like, wait a minute,
wait, no,
that
no.
won't work.
How are we gonna get pants big enough
This
for us? But he can find holes quickly in a plan, but Brain usually quickly explains it away.
yeah, and then Pinky's
You know
like,
it
oh
fails.
okay.
Um, and Pinky actually successfully got the world for him once.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
We're not gonna forget. They actually. Oh, my water bottle dropped.
Oh dear.
It's fine. It didn't spill.
Okay. The what was I saying? Oh yeah, Pinky getting the world for Brain. Um, yeah, he managed to do that at one point. For Brain's birthday. In Pinky's plan. Have you seen that one yet?
Yeah. His Brain's birth. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, he managed to get it from every world leader just by being nice to them.
Yep.
And taking them to Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, if you that's a one way to do it.
Just be nice to everyone.
Look, if I was a world leader and someone invited me to a pizza party at Chuck E. Cheese, I'd give them the keys to my country.
Same.
Did he get access to Anvilania? Yakko should have been there. I'm just saying. Anvilania is really slept on.
Wait a second.
Alright. I'll just hold the fort then. They have to go for a bit. I am really... I'm awkward on my own. What was I saying? I'm very sorry about tangents and stuff. You're just listening to us talk. It's fine. Whatever. You don't care. Do you? I'm sorry. So we have Pinky's plan. That's what I was talking about, the Chuck E. Cheese. And his plan eventually did work, but Brain, not being very emotionally intelligent, jumped to conclusions, thinking that Pinky wanted to take the world for himself and backstab him. Just because he was planning a surprise party. And so the world leaders thought that he was not as nice of a person as Pinky made him out to be, so they took their keys back and left. And you know that shows Pinky's capabilities and Brain's emotional intelligence very well.
Yeah.
How he very quickly jumps to conclusions. He's also very paranoid, I think. I think he's scared that pretty much everyone's out to get him. I mean, you gotta be when you're that small and you have that much trauma. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely. Because like Brain definitely does not trust many people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he barely trusts Pinky most of the time.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Pinky and the Brain and Larry?
Know nothing about Larry.
What happened there? Why was that an episode? Like, it's funny, but where did Larry come from?
Hi, I'm Larry.
I'm Larry. Like where did Larry come from?
He's there.
He's got like that clown haircut.
Like, why does he exist?
It does make a pretty good moment though, and they're like the yin and yang. I hope I'm the yang. Like, the chemistry between the two people. I'm like, Brain, we know it. We know. Give up, Brain. Christmas episode needs an entire podcast episode to itself. Let's be real.
Yeah. Christmas
Is that my
episode was so
catchphrase
good.
now? I'd never say let's be real this much, and I've said it like 8 times during this one podcast.
Let's be real.
Let's be real here. So Brain is not very emotionally intelligent. Pinky is much more adept at
Very
that.
much. Definitely.
And he knows geography. He has the song about the cheeses, right? Pretty sure, at least.
He's also I forgot to mention, Pinky has a lot of I think it's called what's it called? That type of intelligence where you're good at nature stuff.
Botany.
I think it's literally called natural intelligence or something like that.
Mayhaps. Oh, right, because of the jungle episode.
Wait a second.
Because of the jungle episode, right?
My cat.
Oh, you got a cat?
That was the jungle episode. My cat's gonna start meowing if I don't let him out my room.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the jungle episode, guys, they're stranded in the jungle, and Brain just loses his mind because he doesn't have things to make inventions with. But Pinky is just absolutely perfect at surviving. So Pinky has a very good survival instinct.
Yep.
He can make hats out of like blades of grass and stuff. And he's got charisma.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the jungle episode, this was like one of the only like episodes where Brain is like
Out of
actually
control.
like terrified.
He's horrified. Because he's
like
very scared of the jungle, and it's the only episode really where Pinky's in control and Brain's not.
Yep. Which
Because
is actually one of the reasons why I was like, maybe Pinky isn't like
I mean, yeah, he's competent. He's not the smartest. I would describe him as stupid still, but he's smart in his own way. No one is 100% smart. Brain is very intelligent, but he's not, like, intelligent. He's not, like, 100% on every single level. He can't survive in the wild. He can't show his emotions very well. I mean, and his plans never really work.
Okay, so the actual, like, type of intelligence that I was talking about with Pinky is actually called naturalistic intelligence.
Well, he's got that. And for the geography thing as well. So he's got the cheese song, I'm pretty sure, and then he's got the very quick one-liner. He just in the Pinky Noir or whatever it was called, Brain Noir. He's like getting shook by the girl, and she's like, "What do you know?" And he's like, "The lyrics to Yakko's World." So, he I think he learns with song. Everyone's got a different way they pick up information. I think he learns with song.
Yeah. There's also different types of learning.
Absolutely.
And neurodivergent people learn differently. Usually by touch or by song.
Yeah, he probably learns hands-on and with song.
Yeah.
Like, he could probably do, like, a paper mache project.
Now, I'm a little different because I learned by listening and writing.
No one's the same.
Not everyone's the same.
I think songs are overall the most effective way to learn.
Yep, I agree.
By everybody.
Literally, I learned how to multiply with song.
I never learned my multiplication tables. Brain would hit me over the head right now.
Same though. I need a calculator.
We should make a tier list of things that Pinky gets hit with. He gets hit with a carrot stick in one episode.
He gets hit with
the mouse-a-lope episode. Why do I specifically know what episode he gets hit with a carrot stick in? Where the deer and the mouse-a-lopes roam. We do have to watch our time. It's been about an hour.
Already?
I think so.
Wow.
But we don't have to stop anytime soon. We can always record a second episode immediately after.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That
Had a
so
blast.
um so Pinky's like smarter than he seems. He's very neurodivergent coded.
Absolutely.
But we should explain why he's neurodivergent coded for the
The people in the
audience.
back.
Neurotypicals.
Rob himself says Pinky's neurodivergent. And
Yeah.
he is Pinky, so
Firstly. Secondly, Pinky stins.
absolutely, yeah. The Narf, Poit, and
Troz.
Zort.
And Troz. Don't forget about Troz.
Troz.
He
says Zort like a few times, but Troz, Poit, and Narf are the biggest ones.
Yeah. And he does the arm wavy thing sometimes.
Yeah, he does the arm waving thing. He seems to be very restless. He's constantly running on his wheel.
And he paces.
Mm-hmm.
He also is bad at social cues.
Yeah, he can't understand sarcasm.
Definitely, he
can't. Brain uses sarcasm a lot, and it's so lost on him.
Yeah.
Usually, he just thinks Brain's complimenting him, which is kind of sad. But
I'm gonna look up autism symptoms.
Symptoms. Man.
Like,
Brain's got Asperger's.
Brain, yeah.
For sure.
Brain has Asperger's. Yeah. I think he would.
And if you're mad about any of this stuff, leave. Like.
Right. Bruh, sorry that
I don't think there's a single character. Like, there's barely any characters in Animaniacs that aren't neurodivergent.
Yeah, the only character that I see as neurodivergent is
as not neurodivergent, as neurotypical.
Actually, I kind of don't see Snowball as neurodivergent.
Yeah.
Don't think he's neurodivergent. Like,
yeah.
He could be neurodivergent.
He could be.
But we don't know enough about him.
Yeah.
I also don't think
bring Snowball back.
Romy.
I'm begging you, bring Snowball back.
I don't know if Romy is neurodivergent. Like,
I don't know. There's just some characters that you don't have enough information about.
But like, since I am Romy in real life, yeah, he's neurodivergent.
Got a Romy Kinney in here, boys.
Yep. Why do I kin Romy, you ask? Because I kin both Pinky and Brain.
Because you want to be a ventriloquist?
Because I love Pinky and Brain.
Because you want to be a ventriloquist.
And I have a questionable relationship with my parents.
Yay! Do you have a really tall girlfriend named Bunny?
I wish.
I mean, in comparison, she'd be like 300 feet tall.
Yeah. Bunny is kind of cute, though. I'm gonna admit.
Hello, nurse.
I wish they didn't made Romy date a human, though.
Yeah.
He's 15 minutes years old. He's 15 minutes old.
Is he? Oh, right, yeah. No.
He's like about 15 minutes.
Is he?
25 minutes?
Well, there's time skips in the episode.
Yeah.
He's not just the length of the episode.
It still makes me a little bit uncomfortable, though. I don't know why.
I don't think it's the age that matters to me. It's the fact that he's a mouse.
Like, it's the fact that he's a tiny itty-bitty mouse.
Basically, you're saying that she should stop dating Romy and she should date you instead.
Yes.
That's a very valid point.
Exactly. Bunny.
Date Romy here. You're dating the wrong Romy. Date this one instead.
God damn it. Okay, but if like Snowball. I'm just saying this now. Snowball is definitely mentally ill.
In some way, yeah, probably.
Like,
And again, if you make anything mean about this in the comments, we're going to beat you up.
yes, because
Look out for falling anvils.
falling down the rabbit hole where we're just gonna diagnose it, like not diagnose, but
We're not medical
say
professionals.
that- yeah, we're not medical professionals, but we definitely know that
We have firsthand
Snowball,
experience with a lot of it.
Snowball, you are not mentally well.
At all.
Seek therapy because you'd rather
Sometimes you just want
die,
to kill all of humanity, and that's okay. But seek help for
but
it.
like genuinely speaking, whenever Brain tried to help Snowball from like literally dying, he refused,
Yeah.
which like really shows that damn, he holds a grudge, even though he was the one that left
He's like,
Brain,
I
I
refuse to
think.
touch you, even though you're trying to save my life. Even though, like, 5 minutes earlier, he, like, scooped him under the chin.
Yeah, that's kind of gay.
Ha.
I literally think that Snowball is
Oh, Snowball.
the salty ex.
Snowball is definitely Salty X.
He just wants Brain
He's like the
back, but
kindergarten crush that never forgets you.
yes.
And he's just like, I wish I stayed with Wayne.
No.
And
But he
he
also
vows to kill the world, so that's just a thing that happens to everybody. Let's be real. I said it again.
but like I feel like yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Snowball was trying to kill Pinky more than Brain, but now that I think about it, nah, he was trying to kill both of them.
Yeah, Snowball was definitely trying to kill both of them. Honestly, I still say that if they don't bring back Snowball, they should bring back Billy as a villain.
Yep.
Billy is
Definitely. But
very
I really want
underrated.
Snowball back.
Hmm?
I really want Snowball back.
I want all of them back, but we can't have everything, can we? Because they
No.
clearly want a female antagonist.
Of course they do, because that's what they're doing with Julia.
Yeah, if I could make my avatar stare intensely at the camera, I would do that right now. They clearly want a female mouse antagonist, and they could just do that with Billy. It's not that hard.
Yeah, Billy's right there, but also Snowball is right there. Like
They're both
if they
right
just
there. Heck it, you can bring back Romy. Make
make
Romy
Romy
a villain. That would be dope. It would be sad, but it would also be dope.
Okay, but like kind of see Romy being a villain though.
I can see it. I can see it happening. With his
Romy's
army
like
of
super
puppets.
bitter. He's like Romy's
He's the
super
angsty
bitter about his
teen.
parents.
He doesn't like his parents, except for Pinky.
Yeah. He's like, oh, look at my two dads.
That's actually really good. Hold on.
Wait, that was good?
That was kind of good, yeah.
I did, like, because I know that, like, his voice is like this, and he's like, oh, look at my two dads. Fucking hell, these bitches gay.
Let Romy come back in the second season and let him swear.
Oh my god.
And on that
I
note,
was gonna say,
what were you gonna say?
okay, nothing. I was gonna say homophobic Romy as a joke, but no.
No, I refuse.
Yes, I'm gay. Yes, I'm homophobic. We exist.
We exist. On that note, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
So, we've had a great first episode. Sorry if we rambled. We promise to get better. We hope you stick around. And good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.